Hey, good people. So, I just want to check in on y'all. I haven't gone live in like forever, but I just want to talk about time management because I have implemented some new things into my time management routine that's really helped me. So, there's three areas where, for myself personally, like I really wanted to get better at. So, first of all, let me start off with this quote that I read that time management is not about keeping busy, but it's about finding God's focus for you. So, whatever season the Lord has you in, focusing that time on what He has you doing. So, right now, my season is being a stay at home mom and wife, working from home, managing my nonprofit homeschool education program, Imago Day Academy, managing like my part-time working from home businesses, and being a wife. So that's just like all the areas that He has me. Hey, Key. So time management is like essential to me. So three areas where like I have worked on with time management. Number one is sufficient rest. So I know it's like an oxymoron for our society because everybody's like grind, do this, have all this on your plate. The more you have, the better you are or more successful you are. But actually, that's like counterproductive really, like to our human design, the way that God designed us. Whereas like we need to have sufficient rest every single night and every single day. So one of the things that I've learned is like if I'm tired during the day, like learn to stop and take a nap. And I take a nap when I need to. So it could be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But let me tell y'all, that does wonders. And it's okay to rest. Another thing is I make sure that I'm in bed at a decent time. So one of my personal goals is making sure that I'm in the bed between 10 and 10:30. I've been doing really good at keeping with that. Sometimes I don't, but honestly, like that is what I strive for every single night. And then I try to make sure that I'm up every morning between 6 and 6:30. And I'll tell you why, as I talk some more. But within those hours, like that is my rest time because I need that rest fuel for the next day so that I can be productive in my time management. So sufficient rest is what I have learned is so valuable for me managing my time so that I am refreshed, I am refueled. If that requires me to take a nap, I do that. Hey, Wit. If that requires me to take a nap, then I do that. And I just make sure that I'm in bed at a decent time. And you're probably like, well, your kids go to bed? Yes, they do. So I have trained them to be in bed at a certain time as well. But that's a whole nother video or whole nother segment for me to share on sleep training with my babies. But it's about mommy and how mommy is managing her time. So sufficient rest is number one. The second thing is exercise. Okay, so I enjoyed working out and going to the gym. But of course with COVID, that's taken away. So I actually got kind of lazy because well, I'm not going to do that. But I had to find other ways to work out. So when the weather was good here in Maryland, I would work out outside. But I'm going to tell you, the cold, it make you sluggish. It just make you want to bake cookies and be in the house. And you already saw, I love, Hallmark Christmas movies. It can really, put a damper on, your fitness routine. But one thing that I've done is I've added YouTube workout videos to my routine. So in the mornings, hey T, new mommy, yay, so proud of you. But one thing that I've added is working out in the mornings to YouTube videos. And my favorite YouTube workout channel is called Fitness Blender. And I love them because they're great, short but powerful workouts. So they have kickboxing, cardio, HIIT, those type of exercises. And they range from 15 minutes to 20 minutes to 30 minutes. They just have a really good variety. And I like that because some mornings I don't have a full 30 minutes or a full hour to work out because my time with the Lord went a little longer, or I didn't get up as soon as I should have, or whatever the issue may be. But I still have an opportunity to get that in with the variability in their workout links. So exercising has really helped me. So I usually go down the stairs in the basement and I work out. If you don't have a basement, you could do it in your living room or wherever, but that is like my time. So I usually do that between 6 and 7 or 7:30. I get my workouts in. And most times the boys are not up yet, but those rare mornings when they do get up, they know like not before 7:30, like, mommy's not in the office. Like, we sit down and have family talks like this, okay? You could play in your room. You can go ahead and get dressed for the day. Nehemiah, he's at the age he can do that. Or you can find something quiet to do, but don't disturb mommy. And that has really helped me because I found myself really when the quarantine first hit, like pouring out so much to my kids and not having nothing for me. And I was like, look, this is driving me bonkers. Like, I need to set boundaries for myself with my kids. I know that may sound bad, but mommies need their time. So I found that letting them know their options in the morning instead of like following me around while I'm getting dressed or having their 50 million requests, just to say, hey, not before 7:30. And he's got a digital clock in his room where he can see that, okay, don't bother mommy before 7:30. So having that has really helped me and to get my exercise time in. So sufficient rest, exercising, using Fitness Blender, real short exercises. If I get 15 minutes in, hey, I exercise for the day and it's done. I check the box on that. If it's 30 minutes, great. But I just make sure that I don't skip a day. Like, I try to get that in because that helps me with my time management and also helps me be refreshed for the day. And the third thing is my time with the Lord. So sometimes I found myself compromising in that, whether, I wasn't in bed at a decent time or I would just jump and get my day started. I found that days that I did that were hard days for me. And it's not saying like every day is perfect when I spend time with the Lord, because it's not a reality. But I did notice spiritually that if I didn't get my time in with the Lord, I was like very temperamental, like less patient with the boys, less patient with myself. I found myself comparing myself with other people more often. But spending that time with the Lord in the morning really helps start and settle my day and settle myself with who I am in the Lord. And so it could be like just reading my Bible or worship time, whatever that looks like. It's different for me depending on what the Lord is leading me to do. But I make sure I'm consistent with that. So that's what I do first before I work out. And that just really helps my day and help me manage my time. So once I've gotten my sufficient rest, I've spent time with the Lord, I've worked out, I've showered, I've gotten dressed, like, I'm ready for the day. Like, and I'm good. Like, I'm ready for whether it's a homeschool day with the boys or whether it's a work day for myself. I've learned that doing those three things have really, really helped me manage my time better because I've already worked out. So it's not like, oh man, I gotta squeeze in working out at the end of the day. If that works for you, do that. But it's really finding what works for you and focusing in on what God has you to do with the time that he's giving you. So for me, that's what I found is most helpful, knocking those things out at the beginning of the day. That way the rest of the day I can focus on the boys with homeschooling or focus on my jobs. And then in the evening times, like, that's family time. So I've learned to do a hard stop at 5. I'm not going to work past then. If I have extra time after the boys have gone to bed in between my bedtime, I'll do it then. But that's another thing that's really, really helped me. So I hope these tips help you guys and you all are encouraged in finding ways to manage your time better. But mommy time, Jesus time, exercise time is so important every day within your day because it really helps keep you from getting burnt out. So if y'all have any questions or even tips or suggestions, I'll just sit up here for a second and you can drop them in the comments box. But yeah, those are things that I do to get better with my time for time management. Let's see. All right, so if it's nothing else, I pray you guys There is one scripture I wanted to share with you. I forgot about that. So this is kind of the thing that really, really convicted me about my time. So it comes from Psalms 127:2, which says, "It is really senseless to work so hard from early morning till late at night, toiling to make a living for fear of not having enough." So that could be enough money, getting enough done, whatever your not enough is. God can provide for his lovers even while they sleep. Like, bruh. It's like, okay, why you even up? Like, go to bed, rest. I got this. I'm gonna pick it up where you left off, because I can do that. You know, my power, my anointing can multiply the little bit that you do. Girl, go to bed. So that's what really, really convicted me, and that's what keeps me grounded in this season. So I'm not working my head off and stressing myself out. It's like, no, I'm gonna stick within this season of time management of what God is showing me to do, and just being faithful and disciplined and consistent with that. And I've really seen my time multiply and my efforts multiply just by trusting him and his word and what he's shown me to do. So I hope that encourages y'all. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.